I am so excited for today's video. Today I am doing my Too Faced semi-annual sale haul, but I'm also doing a full face of Too Faced where I've gathered up my semi-annual sale haul plus a whole bunch of other Too Faced products, and I'm going to be putting it all on my face and telling you guys what I think. I have previously done a full face of Too Faced, and it was like, I think with their peach palette, and it was kind of like a spring look, right? And I don't know what kind of look we're going for today, but we're doing it. I am not fully dressed. I have on like a cami tank because the shirt that I'm wearing today is primarily white, and I am not secure enough in myself to think that I won't get any makeup on it, which means I'm also not wearing any jewelry, and I feel like really naked right now. I don't like this, but I have a whole bunch of new products and I am so excited about the stuff that I got from the semi-annual sale, and I will explain to you why as we go through. I'm going to start with my eye gels because I have not put them on yet, and if you guys don't know, I wear eye gels every day after I do my skincare. I've already done my skincare, I've already done my hair, but I wear eye gels every day while I'm doing my eye makeup before I do my face makeup, and it really helps with just the under eye area and making sure that it's like super hydrated, super moisturized. These are the Generation Skin ones, so they're a bright blue, which is good for today. I'm like almost out of them. I have like a couple weeks worth of wear left. Okay, so Too Faced, let's get into it. There's some new products in here. Not all of this was purchased from the semi-annual sale. Some stuff I've had in my collection, old favorites that I've used and loved. Some stuff is new that I haven't tried yet, but it wasn't from the semi-annual sale. It was just from random shopping. And then some stuff is from the semi-annual sale. I'm gonna start with this. This is new. This is the Too Faced Pomade in a Pencil, a Brow Shaper and Filler in Espresso. This I got at the same time that I got that other Too Faced eye pencil, brow pencil, that I hated because it was the wrong shade. We're gonna try this one out. I don't know if this is the right shade. I don't know. But I decided to do this, and like I said, I have done a Too Faced Get Ready With Me full face of Too Faced before, but there's just so much new products out. And I don't know, I'm super into it right now. I really like Too Faced. Whoa. As a brand, they always have the cutest collections, and the majority of their products are pretty good. Not all of them, obviously. They've got some ones that aren't the greatest, but the majority of them are really good. So I don't do... my thoughts like in the very beginning here are going to be so all over the place because there's like a bunch of little stuff I want to mention. So really quickly, I don't do a whole lot of Get Ready With Me's, partially because I'm blind and partially because I hate trying to figure out the lighting. So let me know what you think about this lighting, because I would love to do more like actual, you know, makeup testing and playing around with makeup and Get Ready With Me's and everything, but I'm always so paranoid by the lighting that I don't know, it freaks me out. So I have lighting set up right now. Obviously it's far too early to use natural sunlight, but let me know in the comments what you think about this lighting. Is this good? Should I keep this? Should I tweak it? I am not a professional camera person. I need to do my brows. Like I need to like trim them and shape them. And I feel like I'm using so much of this. I've had to twist it up, and that was one of my issues with the other Too Faced pencil. This is 0.006 ounces. So I picked this up when Too Faced released a bunch of new brow products because I love brow products. Why wouldn't I? And I just really wanted to try out some of their new stuff. But I purchased it very quickly after it was released, so I wasn't able to see any like reviews or anything. And the other one I did not like. This one, the shade is definitely a better match for me, and I feel like it's pretty okay. Like this area right here, that's just kind of me because like I said, I need to shape my brows a little bit. But I like this one definitely a lot more than I liked the other one, if you've heard me talking about that. So that's a plus. We'll see how my feelings change on this. But this is okay. We're off to a good start. And then for kind of my eye base, I have the Too Faced Melted Chocolate Matte Eyeshadow in Cocoa Cream. I'm pretty sure I got this in a BoxyCharm. Like this is not new at all. But I haven't gotten to use it very much. I've only used it a couple times, so I'm going to go ahead and use it today. And I will say, I love the little collections that Too Faced comes out with. I know that a lot of people aren't like super crazy about it, but I really do like it. I think that they're really cute. And the products, like I said, they're normally very like cute Instagrammable products, but also they tend to work. Like Too Faced did that one mask, the Glow Job, I think, and it was this like just glitter bomb of a mask. It was so ridiculous, super like, you know, very obvious. It was almost made for Instagram, but the mask itself was actually not that bad. Like I really enjoyed that mask. I don't know, I just feel like Too Faced is kind of like, it's, you know, they've got their little childish moments, but I feel like overall it's a really good brand. I will say what I've been doing with eye primer, a lot of people will carve their brows out with concealer. I sometimes will, but I feel like on a more regular basis, what I do is I just apply eye primer or an eye base really thick, blend it out on my eyelids, and then take that to just under my brow line, and it kind of gives everything just a nice canvas. And it doesn't necessarily carve it out because I do prefer more natural brows, but it gives like under the brows just a nice base. I like it. That's what I've been doing. And honestly, like I said, I have used this before, just not very often. The times that I have used it, I have liked it though. It's a matte eyeshadow, so you can use it just on its own as like a cream eyeshadow or with other things. I like to use this as an eye base though, and that's why I got this shade, because it's a good shade for an eye base. So that one I like. So I zoomed you guys in a little bit. Now, let me explain this to you, please. I have had the Too Faced Clover palette on my wish list for literal years, and I don't know why. I hate it when people always talk about how you shouldn't buy something on sale if it's not something you'd be willing to pay full price for, right? Because my thought process on it is there's like, makeup always goes on sale. You can always find makeup on sale, so why would you ever pay full price for something? Like, there's very few things that I'll pay full price for, but this is one of those things I've wanted forever, and I cannot bring myself to pay full price for it because I just don't need eyeshadow that badly. And the Clover palette is typically not included in any sales because like proceeds go to charity and everything, and I have wanted it for so long. This semi-annual sale, it was on sale for like half off, and literally I snatched that shit up. Oh my god, I am so unbelievably excited. It is the cutest thing ever, and the palette itself is gorgeous. I don't plan on getting the new Cinnamon Swirl palette. I feel like it's too close to the Chocolate Bar palette, which I was not personally a fan of. For me, not really my jam. So this is my Too Faced fall palette this year. Maybe I will get the Cinnamon Swirl. I don't plan to. We all know that that doesn't do much though. I really don't think I'm going to because I just don't like it enough. But this is, oh, so cute. So I'm going to be using this to make my eye look today. I have no idea what type of look we're going for today. I'm trying to keep my like top in mind. I kind of want something that flows a little bit. I think I'm going to start with this shade right here, this Daddy Hearts Me. And I'm going to kind of do that kind of right there. And I want to build that color up before I start blending it. So now I'm just going to blend that shade out. I have seriously, the entire Clover line, I have been lusting after for so long, and it's crazy to me how long they have gone. And maybe like I could have missed one or two, but I normally check, like most of the time when I see Too Faced sales advertised, I check to see if Clover is part of the sale, and I have never once seen it on sale. So this is like big news to me. And again, I have been lusting after this palette for so long. So much of the collection I have been lusting after. The funniest part to me about the whole Too Faced thing though is that I was not planning on getting anything from the semi-annual sale. Most semi-annual sales don't interest me. But I checked it out on a fluke and realized that Clover was on sale, and I was like, well, there goes the plans of skipping this one. I am going to blend out this top a little bit more, but I'm not going to do it until the end. I'm going to go into this Rut Rose shade right here, and very, very lightly, I'm going to kind of apply that in the same general area just to give it a little bit more depth, just kind of centered a little bit more, if that makes sense. Kind of right in the middle, but below it a little bit. Am I making any sense at all? And why is it? Does anyone know why when I do both my eyes, the second one always turns out exactly how I wanted it to? And the first one is always just a little bit difficult. I'm gonna go into this Love is Love shade, this pink one right here. I'm using the same brush for literally all of this, but I'm gonna kind of put that in this general area, if that makes sense, because I want to lighten it up a little bit, and I'm going to take that all the way to the inner corner. I feel like this eye is set differently than that eye. I'm going to go ahead and take this shade, which is Wet Kisses. That is such a pretty shade, and I'm going to do that all over the lid. Oh my goodness, it's so pretty and like metallic-y. And I'm just going to kind of softly blend that out. I'm going to go into the Chihuahua shade, which is what I would consider to be like basically a crease shade. And I'm going to blend that at the top. Try to remove this like harsh line that I have. I do think that the Daddy Hearts Me and the Ruh-Roh shade, well, particularly the Daddy Hearts Me, I feel like that was a little patchy. I don't know. And that was with a very long time. Like, that was a lot of blending. And I feel like it's not blending out at the top as well as it could be. But I feel like the other shades blended pretty well. So I think for this palette, some of it's going to be more like kind of hit and miss. Some of the shades work really well, some don't work the greatest. I don't know exactly how I feel about the palette because I feel like it could be better, it could be worse. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna have to play around with it a little bit more. Now for liners, I do my makeup a little bit confusing, so I'm gonna do liner right now, and then I'm gonna move on to my face, and then I'm gonna come back and finish up the eyes, so the eyes are not done yet. It's confusing, but it's what works best for me. So if you'd like me to do my makeup the more stereotypical way in future Get Ready With Me's, let me know down below. But right now I'm going to do liquid liner. I will say I had Too Faced literally everything else with the exception of liners. I don't have a Too Faced liquid liner and I don't have a Too Faced pencil liner. So those are the only two things today that won't be at Too Faced. But for liquid liner, and I tried picking terrible things. For liquid liner, I have the Eyeko Black Magic liquid eyeliner and wide lash. So this is going to be what I use, but I can't do it on camera. I don't know why. So I'm going to do my liquid liner really quick. I'm not going to do anything super fancy. I'm just going to get a little bit of depth to my eyes, and I'll be right back. Okay, where have I been? This liner is like really nice. Literally, hardly did any. Okay, moving on. We're going to move on to face for a little bit. I did not have a Too Faced primer, but I looked in my Shop My Sample stash, and I had this mini Too Faced Hangover RX Replenishing Face Primer, which this is the Too Faced primer that I had that I finished off. So I'm just going to use this as my face primer, and this will probably just be the next sample that I take into Shop My Stash. I like this primer. It's a good primer. I don't know why, because every time I've used it, and I've gone through like a couple of bottles now, I always just get bored around like the 50% mark. You know what I mean? It's a good primer. It works really well. It leaves like a little bit of a tacky feeling, but like not anywhere close to like Milk Hydro Grip. But it also leaves your face feeling kind of moisturized. So I don't know, it's a good primer. I like it. I just tend to get bored of it like really easily. Okay, for foundation, this one's kind of I have the Too Faced Born This Way Matte 24-Hour Wear. It's in the shade Porcelain. It looks super fucking dark to me. And I will say, this matte I have never used. I've had it for a little while now. It's been in my foundation drawer because I have too many fucking foundations and I'm a mess. But I haven't used this one yet. And I don't know. It's Porcelain. It should be a good shade match. So I have my Real Technique sponge, and I'm gonna apply it just directly to the sponge. Just hope that I don't regret this. I can't tell like this close up. It's either super yellow or it works. That's yellow. Okay, I might be able to make it work though. I don't remember. Okay, so this is like the reformulated Born This Way version. Do they still even sell this one? I have no idea. I haven't tried this one before though. Born This Way, the original Born This Way foundation, I loved so much. It was such a good foundation. And I believe that they ended up discontinuing it. I don't know what's going on with their Born This Way line. You know, like I'm only human. I can't remember everything. But I feel like they discontinued the original one. And then they released this one. And I hadn't tried this one yet, but like, okay, I like matte foundations. That's cool. Not the greatest coverage. Like, I feel like I'm going over stuff a whole lot. And I will say, I do not remember what the claims for this foundation were. I can still see a whole lot of like my freckles and just skin underneath, which I mean I'm not mad at. I feel like it's really amplifying the texture on my face though. Okay, from my point of view right now, the shade match looks okay. Yes? No? I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this, to be honest with you. It says 24-hour wear. Maybe I'll do an update later on. I don't think this is gonna last 24 hours though. I don't think so. I don't like this as much as I like the original Too Faced Born This Way. I can tell you that much. For concealer, I also got this during the semi-annual sale. This is the Peach Perfect Matte Instant Coverage Concealer in Petal. I have had my eye on this for so long. And again, I just didn't need any more concealers. This is so cute. I loved their peach line. And this is a potted concealer. So when I do foundation, I don't normally take the foundation all the way up under my eyes. I kind of leave a little gap, if you're curious, because under your eyes is like really sensitive and it's really easy to get that area to look cakey. So I just like to put concealer there, and then it's not as kind of loaded up under your eyes. It doesn't get as cakey and you still get some decent coverage under your eyes. So that's what I've been doing. Although I will say normally I use like a liquid concealer or a cream concealer, not a potted concealer. So normally I put concealer in a lot more places, but we're gonna go with this today and hope that this works, because that's the point of this. We're just trying new stuff out. I'm doing another layer of foundation on my nose and I don't even think that that helped. It has just completely separated on like this side of my nose, and I mean that was like 2 minutes ago, so that was almost instantaneous. Interesting. Okay, we're gonna move on. Okay, it can't always be perfect, and if you guys are new to my channel, then I will let you in on this little fun fact now. I don't, if I'm trying out makeup products or doing my makeup on camera, I will never stop and like redo something, because this is reality. When you try new products, it doesn't always work out. When you test things together, it doesn't always work out. And I feel like that's just part of the game, right? In like regular life, if I weren't filming this, I probably still wouldn't take it off, because I want to know if that's going to happen elsewhere. But I would continue to test it and kind of see exactly how it reacted and everything. So that's what I do, especially in videos. I don't go back through and fix it or try to correct it. That's how this makeup is going to react. And in the upcoming days, I'll probably try to figure out exactly what went wrong, or if it's just the product itself. But this is first impressions. I've never used this foundation before, and this is what happened the first time that I used it. So I try to keep it as real as possible. For powder, I have the Too Faced Born This Way Etheral Setting Powder in Translucent. I picked this up during the Ulta Diamond and Platinum Appreciation Day. I did a whole haul video about it. So I'm going to go ahead and try this out, because I think I've used samples of this, but I don't remember for sure. I don't want to sound like judgy or anything, but one of my biggest pet peeves when I'm watching videos of people trying out makeup is if it doesn't work out and they're like, okay, well, I'm just gonna go ahead and take it off, or I'm just gonna use, you know, this product instead. Like, no, I want to know how that makeup reacts. I want to know what that makeup does. So I try really hard not to do that. I'm using a super big fluffy brush for this, and I'm just tapping away. Oh, I like this. It feels so light on the skin, and like I said, I don't remember if I've used this exact powder before. I think I have, but it just feels like really light and like almost weightless on the skin, which is nice. Especially having used a whole bunch of matte face makeup, I really like that. And I feel like it's making the face look a little bit better. It still looks patchy in some areas, but that is helping kind of blur it a little bit, which is really good. And again, here's another benefit to not stopping. Now I know that this is really good blurring capabilities, so I will keep that in mind next time I need it. For contour slash bronzer, I did not buy anything new. Too Faced bronzers recently, I know that they discontinued their OG line. I don't know exactly what they're doing with bronzers, and I haven't seen anything that's really sparked or grabbed my attention. I don't even know if they've come out with anything new. So I'm going to use the OG. This is the Chocolate Soleil Milk Chocolate Matte Bronzing Powder with Real Cocoa. This one, you guys, is the best. I love this so much. And I have this, I think I also have a pan in this in my Too Faced bronzer palette. This is the OG. It's so good. and it smells so good. Oh, I love this. Okay, so this is what I'm using today, and I'm just gonna do ideally a really regular simple contour. One of the things that I really like doing if I'm trying out a whole bunch of new makeup is I like including a couple of older products that I know that I like. Because first of all, everything goes to hell. At least you have those fallbacks, you know what I mean? But second of all, it's not as overwhelming. Like, it's pretty overwhelming to try out almost a full face of brand new makeup or makeup that I've never used before. And I feel like this just makes it a little bit easier just to have some nice makeup, you know what I mean? And I like the milk chocolate because definitely, like, if you're fair skinned, it's super easy to just kind of build up the shading. For blush, I also don't have anything like brand new for blush, and so I figured I would bring in an oldie from the Tutti Frutti collection. This collection was one of my favorite collections from Too Faced. You guys, it was so adorable and the products were so good. This is the Fruit Cocktail Blush Duo in Strobe Berry. So it is a very shimmery blush duo. You've got 2 different shades of pink there. I loved this so much, and I really like mixing both of the shades together. I know that some people preferred kind of doing one shade at a time, but I don't know, I think that mixed together it gives you the prettiest blush or the most non-existent blush. I just tapped off all of the pigment. Oh, it just gives you the cutest sheen. I missed this collection. I loved these collections that they did. And again, like, the Too Faced brow products are the first. Well, that and Cinnamon Swirl. I haven't heard of like anything new from them for like face product wise though, and I want newness. I'm just taking my powder brush and kind of almost stippling it over this just so it's not as harsh, because I just want it to be very subtle. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay, and then for highlight, I'm gonna need y'all to take a minute, okay? This is the Too Faced Clover Puppy Love Highlighter. Again, this has been on my wish list for so long, and I have not gotten it because I don't know why. Look at this thing. Oh my goodness. I am so sorry if there is a glare. It is this like holographic, nope, it is this reflective thing all over it. It is shaped like a freaking puppy though. And then the inside, oh, this is gorgeous. I am obsessed with this. Thank you very much. Where is my highlight brush? And like just even the little imprint, you guys, oh my god. I love this entire Clover collection. I'm using the Morphe M500, which is like super big and super fluffy. I don't want it to be like super bam in your face, but that's the highlighter swatched. So it's a very, like it's not bam in your face as it is. Oh, come on now. Why does my hair do this? I actually just got my hair cut. And if you guys have been following me for a while, then you'll know that I dye my hair at home by myself using a box of hair dye. And every time I go get my hair cut, my hairdresser talks about just how the box dye is very slowly killing my hair. And I have done a lot to my hair over the years, especially in like high school and everything. My hair is so damaged. And I've talked about this in my videos before. I'm trying to get my hair like healthy so it's not like frizzy and it actually like looks nice and it's not just a big tangled mess. So, very exciting news. I am going to start going to the hair salon and having them dye my hair. And I did debate doing a different color because like I've always liked red. I've always liked red hair and everything, and that's the shade that my hair used to be in high school. But I don't know, I'm so used to the black now. I think I'm just going to keep it black, but I'm just going to pass on the baton to them. And it's one less thing that I have to worry about. So I'm having them dye it for the first time in November, and I'm really excited about it. I am like layering this shit up, you guys, and it's so subtle, but it's so pretty. I layered a lot on there too. Again, I'm going to take the powder brush and just kind of stipple it out just to try to move the product so it doesn't stay in one spot. Oh my god, I love that. And yes, I'm here for it. So I need to finish up my eye makeup and then we're going to move on to lips. Again, the only products from Too Faced that I didn't own were liners. So for my pencil liner, my waterline, I'm going to use the Dose of Colors Caviar eyeliner. I love this eyeliner though. It's empty. What? Let me grab the new eyeliner. I'm going back to Old Faithful. This is the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in 0. I'm just going to use this. I can't believe that one was empty. Oh my goodness. Well, if you're looking for a new eyeliner, I love the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On pencils. Those are my OG. But the Dose of Colors one is actually really good too. I'm really bummed that that's no longer an option for me. I'm going to go back into the Clover palette really quick. I'm going to go into this Best Friend shade right here, and I am going to, ever so slightly, kind of brush that under my lower lash line. And I'm using the same brush that I used for Wet Kisses, so it still has a little bit of that in there as well. And then I'm going to go into this Puppy Eyes shade, which is just Shimmer Shimmer. And I'm going to put that in my inner corner. Oh, whoa. Okay, this brush was far too big. That was so much. I'm going to do a little bit right up here. I'm not loving the brows today, honestly. I like that pencil, but I really need to shape my brows. For setting spray, I'm going to do setting spray, and then I'm going to do mascara, and then I'm going to do lips, and I'll explain to you why I do that way in a second. But this is the Too Faced Do You Fresh Glow Setting Spray. I have mixed feelings about this. Honestly, I don't really know. You ever spray it, but then like you don't ever feel the mist hit your skin, so you just continue to spray it more. Is that just me? I don't know. For mascara, this is the Too Faced Damn Girl. Too Faced Better Than Sex is my second Holy Grail mascara. My first Holy Grail is the CoverGirl Lash Blast. Too Faced Better Than Sex is really good, but there's a trick to it. You have to like unscrew it and then put it back in, close it up, and then wait like 24 hours. You have to wait for it to dry out for it to really be good. Damn Girl, I think I've tried. This wand is so over the top large though. But if you let the Better Than Sex mascara like dry out for 24-ish hours, obviously you have to put the lid back on. And then like, because it's been exposed to air, it'll start to dry out. It is such a good mascara. I will say CoverGirl Lash Blast, you cannot beat that one. It's so good. And they don't even try. So obviously if you're in the market for a mascara, that's the one I would recommend. For the sake of this video though, since we're talking about Too Faced, I do really like the Better Than Sex. I like Damn Girl too. I've used this one a couple times in the past before. I like Better Than Sex better though. I just don't have one right now. And I happened to have a mini of the Damn Girl. But I think this one is nice too. So I do the setting spray before mascara because if I do mascara before setting spray, the mascara always flakes and runs, and I hate that. And then, so for lips, and then I do lips at the very end because, hello, it's the finishing product. This is the Too Faced Lip Insurance Original. Do you guys remember this? I love this, and I don't know why it doesn't get more hype. It literally applies like a lip gloss. It's like completely colorless and everything. And it just helps. It helps your lipstick last longer, and it helps prevent feathering. Here's my debacle. From the Ulta Platinum Appreciation Day, I have the Too Faced, this cruelty-free Too Faced Gives Back lipstick, I think it was called. From the Too Faced semi-annual sale, I picked up 2 of the Melted Matte Liquefied Matte Longwear lipsticks. I picked up Melted Clover 2 and Melted Clover 3. I think I'm going to use one of these over this. This is really cute, but I really want to try one of these. And I just don't know which one I want to use. First of all, those caps. Oh my god, I love these. So the shades are pretty similar. I think I'm going to go with this one. This is Melted Clover 2. This one had been on my wish list, and this is the one that I wanted to get because it's gorgeous. But then I saw this one, and I was like, oh shit, that color's really, really pretty too. And I ended up getting both. I like the formula of these. I do think that they go bad kind of quickly. They'll last like a little bit, but they don't last like a whole crazy amount of time. But I love the formula of these because they're so comfortable on the lips. Okay, shh. I need quiet. I need concentration. Okay, yes, I like that. So now we need to do the whole kit and caboodle, the whole final look. So I'm going to take the clips out of my hair. I'm going to put on my top. This is from Luck, I think. Where did I get it from? I don't know. I actually think this came from a Stitch Fix. If I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. I honestly don't know. And then I'm gonna put my glasses back on so that I can see as well. I really want to get LASIK so badly. Okay, I actually really like how it all came together. My lips are a little dry, which is not helping the liquefied lipstick, but I like how it looks. I like the eyeshadow look. Not the best I've ever done, like I said, but it's not bad. I think in the end it kind of all came together. And I will say the same thing about the face makeup as well, and this is one of the reasons why I always like to keep trucking through, because had I stopped with the foundation, who knows what would have happened, you know, but I kept going. I don't want to just like write off this whole foundation just because of one bad experience, so I'm going to keep using it, but now I know if I have issues with it, just kind of get the blurring powder on there, keep trucking, and in the end it'll look okay. It's not my favorite foundation ever, especially as like an everyday consumer. I know a lot of people, when they get something, they want to try to make it work instead of just writing it off, and I feel like that's important to keep in mind. Even with my collection, that's how I am. I don't want to just write something off and be like, okay, I don't want this anymore, throw it away, pass it along. I want to try to make it work if I'm interested in it. I like Too Faced. I like Too Faced foundations, so I want to try to at least make it work because I did pay for this myself. I did buy this. I did put the time and energy into it, and I don't just want to write it off immediately. I want to get my good use out of it. Even though I don't finish off the whole thing, I want to use it more than once or twice. So that's kind of my thought process here, but honestly, I'm really happy with how everything turned out. I'm really happy that I kept going with that foundation. I need to go get a necklace now because I feel just but I like how everything turned out, and this was a good kind of first impressions. I'm actually really happy with everything. A couple of little hiccups here and there, but overall I think that it turned out really good. So let me know down below what you guys think. Have you tried anything from the Too Faced Clover collection? Did you get anything from the semi-annual sale? Have any recent favorites from Too Faced? All the good information, let me know down below. Thank you guys so much for joining me here today. Please make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Make sure you hit the bigger subscribe button if you'd like to see more of me, and I'll catch you guys next time. Have a great one. Goodbye.